Hey guys, Tech Agent, we're back with another review, this time of an IEM. This is the MEE Electronics M6 Pro IEM. This is a fairly affordable IEM. It comes, the price range is very low. You can get these for like $50 to $40. It's a very good price if you consider the stuff you're getting, which I'll come to. But it's a very budget IEM with features you find in very expensive IEM. So it's a very attractive option, and a lot of people were telling me to pick this up, so I did a while ago, and I've been using it as my primary IEM for the last 2 months, I think, or 1 month at least. So I think it's time for the review. What I really like about this IEM is the stuff, the package you get. You get a really nice box. You also get this carrying case, which which looks like a knockoff carrying case you find with the higher end Shure models. You open it up, and it's hard shell, very nice. You get this package which has a cable. This cable is a remote, same cable as the one you find, slightly different. This is more white. This is a slightly transparent cable, but you can see the shielding as well. With this you can only see the outer coating of the polymer, but you get this cable. This has the remote, and you also get a clip. I think this is a 3-button remote, so it should work with Android. I don't think it'll work with iOS. I don't think it's certified to work with iOS, but you can try. I think it could work. I'm not sure, but it's a removable cable. Obviously, that is why you have two cables, and it's really nice cable. I'm using the stock one without the remote because I don't need a remote, but you get these options, which is really nice. You also get couple of ear tips, a lot of them, and a 6.35 mm plug. You also get this nice manual, very thick colored manual. You can see a Chinese guy looks very happy wearing the IEMs. He also has a tattoo, which is pretty cool. I think. Anyway, that's the package you get. What about the IEM itself? Let's go with the comfort and stuff. The things you can see right off the bat, it's having a negative design. That means you can, when you put this on your ears, it'll be completely flat, so you can lay on your bed against your pillow, and it shouldn't be a problem, which is really nice and something I really look for in IEMs, because if it's not a negative design, what's the point of having an IEM? An IEM is supposed to be something where you can just sleep with, enjoy music, or do whatever you want, and when it's not comfortable enough to sit and lay on a bed, let's say, then the IEM is just not useful to me. Another thing I really like about this is the removable cable. It's a same SMC connector, I think. I'm not sure. I forgot the name of the connector, but it's having that removable system you find in the higher end IEMs. It's also completely open, as you can see the design is actually pretty nice. I like it. I like the way it looks. It's also having this memory wire. It's basically a steel wire inside, so you can conform it to the hook. You can conform that to your ears, and you can have that perfect fit. Personally, not a huge fan of it. The ones I had before this IEM, the VSonic VSD3, which is my primary IEM until it died, did not have this memory wire, and it was obediently comfortable, I would say. It used to stay there, and it was not bad. I'm not a huge fan of the memory wire because after some time this really gets quite heavy on this part, and it's not the most comfortable in my opinion, but really varies for a lot of people. To the sound, I personally okay, let's start with the response. The bass is rolled off on this, highly rolled off. You don't find any bass extension at all. There's no impact, nothing. The mid-range, the lower mid-range, is slightly present. You have some presence there. You go to the upper mid-range, is again there, but the upper mid-range presence is slightly higher than the lower mid-range presence. So you have that slightly step response. It's not an N-shaped response, but you get that step response where the bass is rolled off. You have lower mid-range accentuation and extreme accentuation in the upper mid-range, and then you come to the highs. They don't extend, they roll off, but at the same time it's not dark, because it's not there like they are highly veiled. It's just there's no extension, and the presence you get is because of the upper mid-range accentuation. So what I'm talking about basically is that this headphone has just an accentuated mid-range, even which, even though it's having an accentuated mid-range, it's not a flat mid-range. As I said, the lower mid-range is rolled off, like slightly less accentuated compared to the upper mid-range. So you have that response, which I don't understand. Why anybody would like that. I personally tried to fix the response, and I wasn't able to do. The drivers are just not high quality enough to produce the high frequencies that well. Even if you try to extend them, they just cannot do it. You just hear the unnecessary accentuation and ringing, which is just not good enough for music listening, in my opinion. Bass can be fixed. You can try to fix it, but again, I would say it's more accentuation than extension, even if you try to fix it. So, not the highest quality IEMs, but you have to keep in mind that this costs like $50, which is not a lot of money for the stuff you're getting. So, in the end, I cannot complain. I don't think I have a reason to complain for the sound, for the price, because it's pretty cheap. If you want good sound, you can obviously spend a lot of money, but for $40-50 with all the stuff you get, the sound, which is very bad, somehow acceptable, I think. So I recommend these. I've been using this as my personal IEM for the last 1 month. As I said, I use these for when I'm outside on my bike, or I'm just running sometimes. So I use these, and they're fairly comfortable. Sweat resistance is fairly decent. I mean, my VSonic, when I used to go for a run with the VSonics, the cables, they absorb the sweat so bad that they just they degraded so easily. These seem to hold up much nicer than the VSonics, but I doubt even these will last, because they're not sweat resistant. They're not meant to be for that kind of stuff. So if you want that sports kind of IEMs, then I think MEE Electronics has another model very similar to the M6 Pro, which is designed to be sweat resistant, which is quite nice, I think. One more thing, the plug is right angle. It's fairly low profile, not the most, but it's fairly good. So I like these. I like this IEM. I recommend it. And this has been the M6 Pro. Pretty good IEM for the price. I recommend it. As I said, take it easy, and like always, have a good one. All right.